What's up, dudes? Sorry, been kind of MIA the past couple of days. I just started recording and streaming. I had to figure out a bunch of OBS stuff. Long story short, but I couldn't get recording to work tonight, but everything else is working. So, I'm not gonna keep waiting around. I'm just gonna mess with the recording thing tomorrow because we haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. So bro, why am I like heavily dropping frames? Dude, and recording has like a minimal impact. I'm gonna have to use a faster encoder setting is what it's gonna be. Someone said something about quick casting. There was something I was gonna come in here and I needed to... I mean, I was gonna go and look at settings, because... the game's, like, stuttering. I can feel stuttering. Which doesn't make sense, because I never have issues with, Gwent. Witcher. Looks like that made some improvements. Just for my own peace of mind. I know this is annoying, I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna restart the game. Reload it just so we don't have to worry about it continuing to stutter. Yeah, it didn't give me issues until I started recording. I need to go to like P6. P5 maybe. It's all a bunch of math.
Who'd have thought?
Ah! They just take damage? Wow, these are both over here. Yeah, so we're gonna honestly just pick up where we left off on the Beast of Toussaint. We're almost done with it. 2 levels, we get our Grandmaster Witcher here, finally. I feel like I'm too bright. Must feel like it needs to go down a notch. I turn my keyway down, bro.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a...
Look!
Scandalous! That is not allowed!
It will not do.
I don't remember them throwing such a fit about me going underwater. I chose someone to be at the closest one. Yes, yes. Okay. Thought that was the last fish. Apparently not. I swear those weren't there before.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly course doth trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings
I don't
me
remember
a
this
gift,
guy.
fitting tribute.
A key.
Why, you bone-botched wretch!
He's ruined
Can I talk to him?
Disgraceful.
This is an
King
outrage.
Cormorant. Nobody. Alright, let's go get the unicorn, quote unquote. 'Cause it's actually a white horse with a horn that is, like, taped onto it.
Ollie! Accent free!
It's positively useless. She can't possibly see a thing. What? Precisely.
Forgot there's peacocks in Bouclair. I love peacocks.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
But this is
Still having a little bit of stuttering, yes.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this
What?
conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Damn it. Damn it. Oh, to find a treat for the unicorn. Kind of annoying.
Perhaps I should
Stupid
once
brute.
more to give it an apple.
An apple. Yeah, there's no apples around here. Here we go. Go from the
Roach likes
picnic.
carrots. Maybe Unicorn will too.
This is an outrage. An outrage, I tell you.
It's against the rules.
What would you say to a delicious, crunchy carrot? Easy.
Clue from the horn of a unicorn.
But your grace,
No
Your
buts.
Grace.
I wish only...
Forgive my wife, Your Grace. She wished to win so badly.
Your Grace.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I
It's
am
against the
the
rules.
rules.
I love Anna.
Get
She's
out.
awesome, dude.
At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours.
Ooh.
Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese. I would say pantry, rat and cheese.
Mice and cheese. Palace pantry, maybe?
No, the hair is obliged to hide here in the
Oh.
gardens. Look,
Whatever.
if we take grown, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse. Let's go. Wait here.
Looks like it's like mirrored off, kind of.
Oh! What the butch?
It's a really cool chase scene.
What was that?
He's so powerful, bro. Hauntville. Looks so cool. Look at that sword.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Many, actually.
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders.
Just one.
Look at those claws. Oh,
Not counting yours.
Alright. Oh. Are we ready, guys? Because I'm ready. So we're gonna start with... Where's our black blood? Where's our superior black blood? It's cat, white honey, Maribor forest. Chat, where's our vampire potion? That's strange, chat. I don't think that we have our black blood. Our black blood is gone. Oh, it's in our inventory. Okay, alright. Well, anyway. Where's the fog? Forktail decoction, foglet decoction as well. Give me a thunderbolt.
Let you kill again.
I cannot cast signs right now. I can't cast it. Yeah, I guess we just can't cast signs. So weird, chat. I can't use. Can I use Igni? I can use Axie on him. Isn't that weird, bro? Gotta be something I ain't doing here. Shit.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
I love Regis. Can help.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
How did you regenerate?
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak
How
at reason
could-
at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
First of all, you know, what brings you back after all these years?
So you being here, it's no coincidence?
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlaf. I fear he's become entangled, landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Detlaf is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am.
Not a human.
Not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that.
Working on him?
He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Detlaf is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
What reasons could he possibly have coming to Toussaint?
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course.
Not always when they force us to.
Remember the year 964?
No.
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlaf, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Why did Detlef kill the monster?
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Detlef an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly
Is
on
that
luxuries and
Gaunter O'Dim?
Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His
Trump card?
tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him. Immensely.
Any idea what could have angered him?
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Any idea where I could find him?
Gotta find him. before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Chat, I'm sorry. I'm actually trying to figure out how quick casting works. Meditation. Ink 47, jeez. Ooh, gray pants. I can't wait to customize my stuff. World map. Jeez. We have so many save points. Sorry, I'm doing this right now. I should have done this before we started stream. I don't want to delete our first playthrough. That's why I'm very carefully checking. I am gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Sorry, chat. I forgot to change thumbnail. Oh my god, I almost hit end stream. I would have been very upset. Content. Change. Okay. Thank you for your patience, you guys. I know that's very annoying. You know what does make me feel very, very good and I'm very, very happy tonight is the fact that no encoding overloads, and tonight gave me my answer I needed on how we're gonna balance our shit. But before we do anything else, we're going to Beauclair. Oh, wait. No, actually, excuse me. We're going to Herman. Unless I already have that quest. Oh yeah, there can be only one. That always reminds me of... what's it called? Lord of the Rings?
Here in Beauclair,
Oh,
all's right and fair.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
The Witcher's not nearly as nasty as they make him out to be.
Yeah, see, you guys are so nice here. In Velen, we just get, like, spit on and stuff, you know?
Faster.
I really need to. Oh, I want to fix our vertical stream so bad. I really do. $8,000 bit rate, 2/4 of resolution. I'm gonna see if I can start this again. I just don't want it to crash my current horizontal stream. Yeah, because it's like literally not working right now. Hmm. Yeah, 8,000 bit rate. Start it. Let's see what happens, chat. As long as it. Yeah. So for a vertical, we just can't do vertical. No vertical tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright, so encoding overload is a way that's fine. Just have to deal with it. I feel like we're still kind of weird. I think the system's just kind of catching up with itself. It's a bummer. Beggars can't be choosers. We'll have to deal with it. It's not bad quality or anything. Don't get me wrong, but options, gameplay, standard casting. Alright. One of the coolest, most interesting areas. Quest line, excuse me.
I'm walking on water. Just like...
Like who?
Like a pond skater. Who are you thinking?
No matter. I suppose you thought nothing else in life could surprise you, eh? Wrong.
Hermit.
Hey, happen to know how the hell I can walk on that water?
Naturally, I know. Since time immemorial have I dwelt in solitude on this shore, and I can testify to the extraordinary nature of the lake.
What's so extraordinary about it? I mean, besides the fact that you can walk on its surface.
A sword, most wondrous, lies in its depths. I watch over it. The blade may be grasped solely by one who possesses the 5 chivalric virtues.
Folk call me a lot of things, but virtuous? I don't know.
Yet I do know, for I know who you are. You have proven yourself capable of great sympathy. Of humble means yourself. You showed generosity to others. To acquire the sword, you must first convince me you are worthy. The inscriptions on the stones describe the 5 virtues: valor, honor, wisdom, sympathy, and generosity. During your time in Tucson, you can prove these virtues dwell in your heart. In this world, there are many in need. They will help you prove your chivalry.
So the power of the sword is actually what enables us to walk on the water, not the sword itself. I've already read these, by the way, so yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I think we're gonna continue on with main quest line, chat. Let's go on with main quest. Meet Rigus at the Mare, whatever I can't pronounce that. At Mare Cemetery. Let's see here.
Is it true peasants gotta carve his cows himself nowadays?
Go, go.
I can't wait to meet the unseen elder. I didn't get to do that my first playthrough. I'm gonna get my shit repaired.
Hammer and fit. Vanity band. Music to a smithy's ears. Ah, a professional. I like to...
Up for a little
get a
while.
crap.
No.
So long.
So long, farewell.
Vanity band. Music to a smithy's ears.
So armor upgrade bench? No. Oh, look at Beauclair.
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Oh, this ghoul's still not dead, by the way. Jeez. I'm just gonna hit a Oreo potion and get self-healed by this guy. Why does this want me to go down here? Let's find out.
Caking wars. Got victuals aplenty around here.
What now, you piece of
Some stench. Just wonderful.
Kikamura Bobby, yeah. Fuck is in here, dude?
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Ooh,
Interesting.
what's this sword? Oh wow, it's level 96, and it gives you Arid and Quinn intensity with 50% critical hit. That's pretty damn good. Something over here.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind. But we did not meet, so I could prove how very original I am.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
A ring?
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
What do you want to use the hand for?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
What about the ring? What is it?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Why can't you just summon Dettlaff?
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's
I can't
akin
wait
to
to
walking
do
a
this.
slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Brew the decoction.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
How did he just move?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Sure, let's drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
A lot of secrets.
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
I guess what's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
I can tell there's something specific you want to ask me.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Way sure than I don't know option right here. But I don't know, maybe I would prefer to be someone else.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that'd earn me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave.
That's just
and thus a
tough,
privilege
sad.
of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Having conversations with Regis is a vibe.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Thanks for the compliment. No, they don't.
Appreciate the compliment.
Right?
Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
What's this curse about?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct. And a curse. In one place. That a coincidence? Or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Do you know anything else about this white?
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in... spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
I remember this quest.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Read the bestiary to learn about whites. Yeah, last time we didn't eat with spoons, but this time we're gonna do something different. Just to see what happens.
Move it! Come on.
Ooh, boggle.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Might want to look around some.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
Ooh, it's in the oven. A book. Stained diary.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
That's rough.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Mugs and spoons everywhere.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Wonder who cursed this white.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
The poor confused white.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Alright, wait a minute.
Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Ooh, free mutagen, nice.
Table set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Where would be a good spot, chat? Oh. Yeah. Last time we did it correctly and didn't eat with spoons, but I want to see what happens. Let's see. That's our brew. Attack! Last time I saved it.
Damn it. Gotta catch it. Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap.
Let's get a decoction. Game. I wish I didn't kill it because it is fun to have it come back to Bianco with you. Your house. Oh, we're 95. Yes. I wonder what a white trophy does. Ah, 5% bonus XP. I feel like they all do that. Lame. That's why I always rock with the 15% because the 15% is literally the only thing you can put on Roach. It's like higher than 5%.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, I was gonna fast travel, but I'm pretty sure there's monsters by the coast over there. So we're just gonna roll until we unaggro these guys. Let's ride.
Come on, Roach.
The dressings, bandages.
Hello, Reese.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Your ravens sure are helpful creatures.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm
Yeah, he's a
afraid.
higher vampire.
While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief,
Arousal?
madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
How do you plan to induce this state?
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tell me more about Tesha Muna.
Tesha Mudna.
Mutna.
What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Let's go.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesha Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesha Mudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
This is an awesome quest, by the way. I love this quest.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Lead the way.
You lead.
Already a random dead corpse.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Scurvers? I don't remember
Beyond
scurvers.
this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
I thought we were at the portal. I hate portals.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Kind of confused, chat. It's almost like he said that all vampires are... I had to have misunderstood what he said. I was there. What's in these?
Cells. Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to
These symbols.
came from.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlouse. We both remained in this part of the world.
What about this one?
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham.
Oh, the
My
same
tribe,
one.
and Deadlouse. We both remained in this part of the world.
This one looks different.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Interesting, dude. This lore for vampires is so deep.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Oh, yeah. The hell was that? What was that? Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Wow, that's fascinating. Let's freaking dominate. Let's go. Yeah.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Place the freaking bait, girl. Wait a minute. Okay. There we go.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
I told you, Kagmar thrashed about inside it for over 2 centuries. Appearances can be deceiving.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Let us begin.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head has started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
How fast.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Girl, you won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
I don't know, chat. I mean, I don't really know yet. Son of a fucking bitch. Alright. Okay, you wanna play that way? It's fine. You fucking play that way. No more nonsense. I know exactly what we're gonna do. I should have done this before coming here, but I didn't expect everything to be one-hitting me. Sorry, I have to interrupt this cool scene chat, but we gotta do, bro. No, I shouldn't be getting one hit by whatever the hell those things were. It won't take long.
Here it's wine.
I think we already have all the ingredients. I think it's Duke. I think it's Ducal.
But me, I prefer brandy.
Cool, wrong direction, great.
Darn it! Watch where you step, fool.
Good lord, this is like all the way on the...
Fiddlesticks, these numbers don't add up the way I'd like.
This wasn't the dumbass that I was trying to go to. I hate crafting gear. It's such an inconvenience. That's why I like New Game Plus a lot, is because you don't have to go through the whole treasure hunting and getting all the stuff. He's like mostly story vibes. Did Burrow like move? Okay.
Greet.
Would you craft?
Yes, you're gonna craft everything I want. Chat. Let's I guess let's start with our swords. 2 enriched dimeridium ingot, which is enriched dimeridium ore. $350. It's better to just do that and then do that. I would need 2 of them. I don't care. 2 ways it Oh, I just bought another one. Dude, I only have 9K. Fuck. I don't care. Boots. Dimeridium plate, infused slizered hide. One enriched dimeridium plate. I'm just gonna have to buy those, even though I don't want to. Boots. Fuck it. Iris. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Iris. Freaking Von Everett? Is that where we got that from? Man, that's expensive, isn't it, chat? Crazy expensive. Can I craft an infused Slizard hide? What was it? Dimeridium plates? Enriched dimeridium plates. 2 of them.
Farewell.
Good luck.
95, 95, 95.
Greetings. Off.
Um. I still can't buy it. Can I at least craft an enriched dimeridium plate? Can I make the gauntlets? How about the trousers? It's fucking awesome. So all we don't have is our chest piece, so I'll take that. 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 89.
Greet.
Would you grab
Off.
Just gonna have to come back with more money.
farewell?
Good luck.
Alchemy. Dye solution. Solution. Where was? I think it's by the Beauclair port. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna also sell some herbs. Actually, no, I'm not.
Welcome.
Farewell.
Shortcuts. Be careful you do not trample any herbs.
What's up, Crib? How you doing, homie?
Come on. Who's next?
Space. If I recall correctly, I think it's over here.
little lamb. How much for your wool?
A lot. And triple for you.
Drooping bumps, drooping danglies.
Bro, get all these little tiny things in my way.
I need good victuals, rations, suited to a voyage.
A bottle of wine's enough for two.
I feel safer with you around, Witcher.
Cool. Just do one massive circle. Here we go. Enjoying this peace and quiet. Got a new puppy. Oh, that's cute. What kind of dog is it? I have a dog. It's a beagle. He's like 13. He's on the older side.
Were the good prophet Lebioda lively and spry?
You know, I gotta actually wait till 8 a.m. I want to say. Oh, a Rottweiler? Hell yeah. What'd you name him? Give me a name.
My prices are the best this side of the Yaruga.
We gotta lock in. Blah blah blah. I know. Da-da-dum.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Forgot how incredibly, ridiculously expensive dye solution is. Bro, do I need to craft dye? So wait a minute. Can I seriously craft that? Are you fucking kidding me? Almost went with almost went with Roach instead, named him Gunner. Hell yeah. Gunner. Dude, what the freak? I really just came here for absolutely nothing. That pisses me off.
What?
Could have sworn this is where you came here to buy a dye solution, though. Apparently, it must be an alchemist. Yeah, 0 dye armor.
Gotta.
I wee on everything.
The girl from Corfu Bianco was what?
It's either the herbalist or the alchemist that sells it. One of the two of them. I don't even have enough money, chat, so I'm not even gonna go waste that time. We're gonna go and fight off these monsters and get Regis. Not gonna deal with that shit. I just don't like the default dyes on the Griffin armor, really. I mean, they're not terrible. They're not good. Houses around the city have dye, but it'll take some time to loot. Yeah, I want to lock into the story. Let's keep the story vibe going, keep our momentum. Oh, wait a minute. Champion of Teshamutna. One thing we will do while we're down here is loot all this.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Dude, I want to meet the unseen elder. I'm so excited.
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
And our third playthrough before Witcher 3 DLC drops. I have to be able to somehow figure out a way to save Anna and or Sienna in the end. And we'll also be getting the
Maybe we need a safe word.
Empress series ending as well.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know.
Oh, I didn't mean to take that fucking Lushan or Arrakis decoction.
Down. Somehow.
Please. You won't.
We just smelled the blood.
Gotta remember you guys explode. That's what keeps freaking me over.
Not bad. Hanging in there.
I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming. Hold on, I'll let you out.
God, I just love rewatching all of this.
It'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
The antidote.
What ending in Blood and Wine did I get the first time? Yes, I got the bad ending. Sienna gets shot, Anna gets shot. So
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
So my third playthrough in December, Emperor Ciri ending, at least Anna or Sienna surviving.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass
Oh,
before I fully
and
recover.
Romance Triss.
But yes, a bit better, thank you.
'Cause I'm 2 for 2 with Yennefer, so we gotta try Triss for our third time. And I can't like hear her get slayed and go to Radovid Like, I killed her the first time, and then Radovid killed her the second time. And I also was a scumbag and betrayed Roach in the end. And fucking let Dijkstra take over. I don't know what I was thinking, dude. This is freaking nuts. Anyway, why don't we talk about what happened back there?
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Gotta admire the respect he has for the... you know, whole he saved my ass, I saved his ass kind of thing, so I kind of gotta back him up.
Resonance, it's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact.
I know, Allie.
Precise.
No, I don't
This
even
is
want to talk
important,
about it.
Count. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
He didn't help me with anything, bro.
In that case,
he didn't come to care more. He didn't do anything. I'm sure he probably still would have ended up taking over. Or maybe not, I don't know. Next time he's gonna be a dead man, though. What the hell is actually going on? I don't quite, I was talking to Chad. Why don't I remember this part? Oh, okay, okay.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Count,
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Cunt.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Very curious. Sorry, sir, but what's curious?
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
So...
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear the death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Saw the moment when they first met.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in
The
mind,
fuck I'm
he did
getting
later
screen
murder
tearing
Delacroix.
for.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Yeah, I see my screen tearing right now. The ended with Bootstrap Bill Turner.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision.
Bootstrap.
Black stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
Oh, you guys see that top left corner?
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Weak. Damn, chat. Almost 100 already? Find the Bootstrap who appeared in the vision. I actually believe there's... So that's 90s. Go to the place where the auction will be held. Meet him at the... I want to go here so that I can get upgrades. Or not upgrades, but... my roach buff. I think it's a roach buff. I can't remember if it's stamina or if it's something else. I can't even remember if I already came here. Okay, yeah. Isn't it like right over here, chat? We must have to like restore it a little bit more.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see a thing through these.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibley family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize.
I know, Blue Goblin, you had 1 million crowns when you hit 11.
I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Just a random question. Did you happen to come across those naturally by 100,000? How did you get the 1 million? Just curious. That's pretty impressive. Because I could go the farming strategy route and then just redo it over and over and over and over and over again. What was your strategy for hitting 1,000,000 crowns? I could use some feedback. Tell me more about this place that I already know about.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer.
Never used any mods or anything? That's awesome, dude. That takes a lot. You just naturally, like... Because I know there's one strategy in this area where you can just go to, like, a camp and then go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But you actually legitimately, freaking got 1,000,000 crowns. That's impressive, dude. I thought you were saying you got 1,000,000 crowns by, like, going to the place, wherever it is, and then looting everything, selling, looting everything, selling, looting everything, selling. But that's pretty impressive that you made it organically like that, Kriv.
Taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even
you
more.
have a mod that gives merchants more money, so you can farm ant spaces over and over.
In order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it.
I might take advantage of some farming to save time. Maybe. But anyway, show me around this boring vineyard, please.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
After this, we'll go to Moru, or Moru's lair. The Yennefer quest that we get.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him.
Domo.
As was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Dawn to dusk's last light.
You don't work longer, bro.
The Duchess.
The servants' quarters.
Chat, who's ready for Fable? Are y'all ready for Fable?
Permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be
Chickens?
paid from the ducal treasury.
Oh yeah, we're focusing. Yeah,
Not
it's
the
nice.
most sightly part of the estate, I admit.
Kiki
But
chicken?
I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
You had to 850k at the inn and farm the rest. Took about 2 hours. Dude, you get 90% of it with, like, organically doing it. That's fucking still S tier. I don't know if I'd have the patience to do all that.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this
Probably
part of
rather
the
just
estate
go the
uprooted
X,
and olive groves
the
planted in
back and
their
forth
place.
route.
They look beautiful, especially
Yes, they do.
come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Yeah. Perfect. I just need dye solution so I can get out of this green.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes.
That's just too
Have
much.
to try it one of these days.
Cinnamon and something else. Take out the plum or take out the cherry.
Is a man who's
attach the cute around his sticks. They say
Nice
it's sorted
well.
them all.
Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
The water had turned into wine. I honestly think that's like a, that's some kind of reference to something, water turned into wine. Fuck, I can't remember. History. That was a foreshadow or a reference to something like that, though, if I could remember it correctly.
Monsieur Bolius, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed.
Shut up.
So fit.
I've lots to do before it gets
There's the
dark.
poop stables.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
What kind of PC am I running? So I game and stream on the same PC. I got a 3060 MSI, 12 gigabytes of VRAM, Intel i9, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Can't remember my exact motherboard. Two Samsung Evo SSDs. 1 terabytes. So what else am I forgetting? I think that's about it. Does it actually look kind of shitty right now, Griff? Because I changed up some stuff. That's why we've been kind of off on stream for the past week and a half. It's because I wanted to start streaming and recording specifically to make YouTube shorts look better. And on top of that, eventually I gotta start putting videos on there too. I just don't really know where I want to start or how I want to start. But the main thing about it is getting better quality out of my OBS shit. I think I'm gonna have to use a different preset for a few of them, but still kind of annoying because I won't be able to record tonight. But I mean, we haven't been recording ever since we started streaming on YouTube, so it's like not that big of a deal. We did kind of take an L on not being able to stream vertically on YouTube tonight to show up in the YouTube, shorts feed. But surprisingly, I don't get a lot of. I think I've gotten 2 or 3 views on vertical versus horizontal, which is totally ass backwards. You know, typically when you vertically stream, you're gonna get more results if you just horizontally stream.
The cellars, voila. During
Not for
Monsieur
me, though.
Boris's time, wine was kept here, but Baron
I don't
Rousseau
ever really
used
get
it to
any
store olive oil as well. I took the liberty
vertical
of
stream
cleaning
views.
up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Birdie.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Diddly snaps! My back aches something horrid!
Oh god.
Welcome inside.
I forgot this place also costs money to upgrade.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together,
You start
devise
screen
some
tearing.
innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me
Not
at
doing
your
that.
service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Anyway, peace.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna return that to its former glory in a long, long time. I mean, I still have to get enough crowns for my... I have 500 crowns right now. Oh yeah, it's our XP boost. I'm so glad we came here. Cool, I don't have trophies. What a surprise. Oh my gosh, it's Aaron Knight, chat. Level 55. Skills with your level though, right? I swear to God, if I don't get this, I'm literally gonna hit 100 and finish everything. This son of a bitch better be level 100. Okay. Because on our new game plus, whenever we start our Witcher 3 prep in probably it's like 4 or 5 months from now, you better be at least, no, not at least 100 or nothing. The game has VSync if it's annoying. Yeah, it's not distracting enough for me to really fuck with it now. I only noticed it like just in that scene, but I typically have VSync that VSync usually ends up doing the opposite, but I might just, I don't know, dude. Oh yeah, we have to upgrade all that. There's all of our money in there right now. So really, it's not worth like hanging on to any of these cool swords. As much as I would love to. Like this, I mean the worst one of all. No, let's just be real. 1800. Oh my god, look. Autonon Death Sword is worth more than Erentite. That's with upgrades. Hey, it's level 55. I know. Alright, I guess we're just gonna sell all our swords. Let's do it. Hey, what's this? Hang on. Can't remember what this does. Oh, XP boost. Fuck yes. I thought that was from sleeping. Isn't that from sleeping, dude? Cool, bro. We're gonna go get 95 Witcher gear. And since we're broke as a joke, we're probably gonna go ahead and, Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Try and focus on one task instead of overloading.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
You could be wrong, but you don't think your second Iron Knight will be better than your old one? The first one levels with you. See, what I'm so confused about is they say that it levels with you, but why the fuck is it only level 55? I guess it's just gonna... It scales with me in damage, but 55 doesn't mean anything. Because that's what doesn't make any sense to me. That's where my brain starts to lag out, honestly. Do I have it in my inventory? No. But like literally everything in here is actually better than Erendite, which scales with my level. Even though it says required level 55. Have I used the Iris yet? No. Blade from the Bits chat apparently is also damage scales with characters, so maybe required level actually doesn't even mean anything. And I'm just overlooking it. More importantly, I'm gonna go sell these swords.
Whoa, whoa, calm now.
Because in my third playthrough, we're not going to be doing a matching set of gear. We're not going to be... I'm probably not going to use Erendite either, actually. I always forget where this moron is for some crazy reason.
What if...
Caroline. Nothing is better than Erendite. It's not just the damage, it's the bonuses. Yeah, the 2020, or like after each hit. It seals with you if you keep it in your inventory. It doesn't have to be equipped. I'm gonna go back and look at the stream on our New Game Plus that we did about 2 months ago. Because I kept it in my inventory for New Game Plus at level 55 when I started. And I was using it, and then I kept leveling, and Erendite just stayed at level 55, I think. I'm gonna go back and look at that stream just to make sure I'm not insane. But I'm pretty sure I did that, and it didn't. Maybe it did scale, and I'm just stupid, okay? That's probably what it is. God, I get rid of all these cool swords. No, don't sell that one. That one's cool. Get that shit out of here. Chad, I think that's enough to go ahead and cash in. I mean, enriched dimeradium plates are so expensive to just buy, bro. I need 2 of them. Freaking get off of that. Starting to lose my cool, bro. My God, I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm just gonna sell the rest of these swords. It's not like I'm gonna be using them. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Black unicorn. Just give me my chest piece, bro. Goodbye. Goodbye. Forgotten Vran sword. Goodbye.
For good luck.
Try this. Probably your favorite sword in the game is Iris. Not the strongest steel sword, but has cool effects. I definitely will. Bro, where's our Yennefer note that we got? There it is. Still wish I had black armor dye, bro. Just so I can get it off of my chest piece more than anything, to be quite honest.
Are they turning?
No, I don't want to play Gwent. Please, dear God, no. Okay, alright, we're making progress.
It came up wilted something awful this year. Are they turning?
I mean,
Good lord, they're so expensive, you know? Give me 3. I know, chat. I know. Okay. We do have a lot of junk. We can just kind of glide on out of here. Jeez, 29 or whatever these are. Good lord, 55 Essence of the Wraith.
so
Beckett came up wilted something awful this year.
Okay, so let's kind of look at ourselves here. Alright, chat, I think I want to go with black. Black for the pants. Dang, I think we're gonna go all blacked out, bro. No, I don't want to play Gwent. Thank you, though. Negrito. Bet you I can't craft it. Ooh, we can. Cool. Still missing one piece. I'm sorry, you guys. This is gonna be so much better for the cutscenes and stuff if we're appropriately flared out. Definitely got to go black boots, chat. I was gonna go for trousers, but why I'm not like that red on the inside. I think it's probably going to be... Hang on, I got this. Chat, I think our gloves might stay at default. No, they're not. They can't stay at default, to be quite honest. Looks like it'll have to be gray or black. Fuck. Negrito and Crow's Eye, and she has no more Crow's Eye. Quit drinking potions, bro. We're gonna be fine for now, and we'll get our last piece of gear.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Milton de Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has struck again. Citizens, beware of the beast. Turn your trembling hearts to the good.
What is they call you?
Will find solace there.
Gray on the pants, huh?
Oakwood barrels, the best barrels around. Special discounts on purchases of 10 or more.
Can you believe the tidings from the...
The butcher of Luffigan called to be the savior.
It's a miracle there weren't...
Why does it turn red whenever I get on my die? Oh, wait a minute. If I dye my trousers brown like this, that changes the color of my gloves? Cause that looks fucking cool, bro. Well, see, that doesn't make sense. Has to be some kind of
It all.
What is they call you?
You'd best behave. Prepare to witness wonders at the annual chivalric tourney.
I'm gonna just come across dyes naturally.
A returning
Please, I don't want to talk to you again, dear God. I just want to leave.
Tickets still available, but certain. How quickly?
I feel like doing
The
absolutely
top do this
What is they
season.
call you?
A quad
Gervin.
beyond compare.
They say a
From the
great deal
preserved
about you,
Jean-Louis
Witcher.
Ludovic,
Whisper
the latest
even
in
more.
accents.
I'm gonna get red gloves, I think. Use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Huh? Yeah, it's 2:30. I'm gonna have to get off for a little bit, you guys.